Things we lose have a way of coming back to us in the end, if not always in the way we expect. Understanding is the first step to acceptance, and only with acceptance can there be recovery. It is my belief that the truth is generally preferable to lies. Youth cannot know how age thinks and feels, but old men are guilty if they forget what it was to be young. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Don't let the muggles get you down. I'm going to keep going until I succeed or die. Don't think I don't know how this might end. I've known it for years. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. Remember, if the time should come when you have to make a choice between what is right and what is easy, remember what happened to a boy who was good and kind and brave because he strayed across the path of Lord Voldemort. Remember Cedric Diggory. We're all human, aren't we? Every human life is worth the same and worth saving. We are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided. Indifference and neglect often do much more damage than outright dislike. You care so much you feel as though you will bleed to death with the pain of it. Dumbledore says people find it far easier to forgive others for being wrong than being right. The thing about growing up with Fred and George is that you sort of start thinking anything's possible if you've got enough nerve. There are some things you can't share without ending up liking each other, and knocking out a 12-foot mountain troll is one of them. If you want to know what a man's like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals. To hurt is as human as to breathe. Differences of habit and language are nothing at all if our aims are identical and our hearts are open. According to Madame Pomfrey, thoughts could leave deeper scars than almost anything else. Just because it's taken you 3 years to notice Ron doesn't mean no one else has spotted I'm a girl. When you have seen as much of life as I have, you will not underestimate the power of obsessive love. And without thinking, without planning it, without worrying about the fact that 50 people were watching, Harry kissed her after several long moments, or it might have been half an hour or possibly several sunlit days they broke apart.